Let me open it.
Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
Let's see. Right, there is one thing that we need to know. Actually, this is not directly related to database, but anyway. So when it comes to the security, so this part is still important. So this will also remind you the things that we have done related to string handling, lists, and tuples. So so this can be kind of evaluation. So whether you really understood that and whether you can implement those things. Right. I'll tell you what to do. Right. First of all, let me explain something called uh, encryption. Do you have any idea about encryption? Do you know what encryption is?
Um, it's when you put something into like say an image, and then when you click the image, it like takes you to somewhere else. Is that what encryption is?
Yeah, when you want to send not just image, when you want to send some message from one place to another place, basically what we do is we are encrypting it because in the middle, so there are possibilities that hackers or some people in the middle can tap into your messages or images or whatever the sensitive information. And if they obtain sensitive information by hacking this infrastructure or hacking in the middle, they will get the data. So that is the problem, right? Actually, this problem was not a recent or new problem, just came after after introducing computers and all. This was there in earlier days also, right? I think you can remember this function. We have used ORD function and CHR function. Can you remember these two functions? I just said about this here. ORD function can be used to get a character value. Can you remember that? If not, let me show. So if
Oh yeah,
yes,
not last time. We did that a little while ago.
oh yes, ORD function. Let's say character A. So it's basically presenting us the value of character, that is 65. If it is B, it is 66 likewise. And the other way is CHR. So CHR, you can give the character value and get the character back. Right? These two functions we have learned, right? Previously.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to use that and do something today related to this encryption part. Actually, I forgot to do that. I'm sorry, I forgot to do that earlier, but we need to cover that part as well. Because anyway, we need to know about some amount of security, but not just to know the concept, not to implement that, just to know the concept. Actually, yeah. So there are students coming to me asking how to hack, and there are students coming to me asking like how to break security, how to ensure whether we have enough security, how can we hack account likewise. Because actually, I have done CEH. I think EC Council USA, you know them, right? That is in USA. EC Council USA, that is for e-commerce, I think. From them, I have done CEH, Certified Ethical Hacking. One actually 2 years ago, I completed CH qualification, and they are also that ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is basically security. It's not hacking. It's about security. How can we prevent hacking and how can we prevent hackers up to some extent? Then even I have done one EMSC, Executive Masters in Security. So what I have learned actually when I was there to do the master program also, there were students from different backgrounds just came to learn security, but they didn't have any kind of background knowledge, just basic ICT knowledge. They have done basic ICT degrees and came to learn security. But then only I realized to know the security, you need sound background knowledge in programming and sound knowledge in networking and hardware too. Actually, the security comes on top of that because people who are in the security need to secure computer resources. The computer resource can be either data related thing, or either it can be a software related thing, or it can be hardware related thing. Without knowing about the data, without knowing about hardware and software, if you try to secure that, that means you are going to secure something that you don't know. So that is basically pathetic, because if you don't know what is inside and you are trying to secure it, so let's say It's like handling a parcel without knowing that it is fragile. So let's say post office is handling a parcel without knowing what is inside that. Maybe it's inside that there are glasses, but without knowing that they are passing it, loading it, unloading it, then ultimately it will break. The person who are given care, actually person who is assigned to give the care to the particular parcel will damage the parcel. So that is pathetic. So that is happening in the ICT industry. The students think we need to learn hacking. Before all the things, they are trying to learn hacking without knowing programming, without knowing about the data, without knowing about the hardware, networking. They try to learn about hacking, and ultimately they will end up with that broken glass parcel similar to that. They are, whatever they are doing, they are trying to secure data, but ultimately they will damage data. So it's like a fox assigned to protect chicken, something like that, right? So therefore, with the programming knowledge, if you have security, so if you have such idea, just tell him, because most of the students, they like, so you know, especially boys, they like hacking, they like to learn hacking. So if you have such idea to learn about the security, learn about, because these are highly paid jobs and highly specialized, and there are interesting areas in USA assigned for that. You know Las Vegas, have you ever been there? Hello, Minaga.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Las Vegas? Las Vegas? No. USA?
No, I think I've had some friends that have, but me, I've never been to Las Vegas. No.
Right. So actually there is a conference of these hackers that is called so I cannot exactly remember the name. DEFCON. There's a conference called DEFCON. Actually, different type of hackers from the world will come and meet there. That is their conference. Even the FBI people will come, because the FBI people are also into the security. So therefore, they will also come. That is an interesting thing, because these hackers are actually security specialists and hackers are from different domains. So these people are not just hacking software or just user accounts or something. So some are hacking flights, some are hacking weapons, some are hacking devices, IoT devices, some are hacking vehicles. So likewise, different domain people will come to the DEFCON conference. So if you are interested, you can just go and see. There are live videos in, not live video, there are videos in DEFCON. Here these are, right, you can see this is here Las Vegas, Nevada. Right, I got the phone number from the particular area, that so you are seeing this from Nevada. Okay, this is the conference. You can just see videos in YouTube. And so it's kind of interesting. They are presenting, right? They are presenting different findings by them. So these are actually highly techy. Some are highly techy. It's very difficult to understand what they're telling. But if you have some background knowledge, it's really interesting area. Okay, today what I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to do in today's session. So I'll teach how to use this for encryption. Encryption is one thing that is in the security. Actually, encryption, the meaning of encryption is, so you can write down that encryption is basically converting readable plain text or readable binary into unreadable ciphertext. Readable plain text binary, right? Or you can say readable binary, readable binary into unreadable ciphertext. So that is technical. So let me give it using general words. When we want to send a message from, when we want to send a message from one place to another place, we need to send a message from one place to another place. We need to make sure that it will not be tampered in the middle of the communication channel by hackers or competitors. So not just the hackers, competitors are also interested. So this happens when you need to send a message from one place to another place. We use encryption to secure the message from unauthorized access. We can say example, hello. So this is a plain text. Anyone can read and understand that. But this can be jumbled or this can be converted to some other message. So like this, let's say H. What is the next character after H?
E.
No, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, right?
Oh, A, B,
I.
I.
In,
I thought you
after
said
I,
another.
after E, what is the next character? E,
J, K,
F.
A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J.
Yeah. E, F, right? E, F. Right. Just telling, like, so please add one character to H. H plus one is I, right?
Yeah.
Understood. H plus one more character is I. Then E plus one more character is F. L plus one more character.
Oh.
Understood.
Okay. Yeah.
L
I understand.
L plus one more character. L.
M.
M. Yeah. L plus one is M. Then O plus one more is P, right?
Yeah, P.
Okay. This is something, just an idea. This is, but this is not a very good conversion because people can guess this. This is ciphertext. Ciphertext. Actually, we have converted plain text to ciphertext. What we have done, add in one character. Add in one character, but this method is very simple. So this is actually called monoalphabetic. Because we are changing only one character. This method is called monoalphabetic cipher. Yeah, let me check the spellings. I'm also not sure whether I have spelled it correctly. Yeah, correct. Monoalphabetic Caesar cipher. Right, monoalphabetic Caesar cipher. So why Caesar? Because actually this has that long history related to Julius Caesar. I hope you know the person, right? Not in personally, but you are in the history, right? Julius Caesar, he's a famous character when we learn about war. What actually Caesar had to face similar situation. So earlier days, Caesar's messengers, Julius Caesar's messengers, this messengers was basically horse riders and all. So they had like different type of messengers. Some are walking, some are riding horse. So different messengers were there. Actually, they were sending messages from one place to another place because the electronic era was not not there. Actually, that era was completely human power based or non-mechanical. Some are mechanical, some mostly non-mechanical. So these messages were sent by human messengers actually. So, but it is not possible to guard a messenger. So like now it is like when a special person goes, there is a like security, but earlier days it was not. That is infeasible, right? With a messenger sending some like army to secure the messenger is infeasible. Then everyone knows that there's a message going on. So actually these are sent secretly. But what happened later, the enemies, enemies, actually the oppositions, they understood that Caesar is sending secret messages to the messenger with the messengers. So what they have done, they have captured oppositions, they have captured these messengers and fetched the message. They have read that. And then war secrets of Caesar was revealed. So that was headache to him. And what he was doing, he thought not to send plain text messages. So he didn't know about security, but he didn't know about this monoalphabetic Caesar cipher or something. But what he have done, he have basically converted one alphabetic character to some other character. So basically replace one character from another character and send with the messenger. Then even after the messenger was captured, it was really difficult to read the message. Even messenger didn't know what is inside. So messenger didn't know how to read that. There were some text, but it's unreadable. But the algorithm was known to the Caesar's army. They knew the algorithm. On the other hand, when the messenger reaches the other camp, they were able to read the message. Actually, that is called decryption. So converting plain text to ciphertext, we call encryption. Plain text to ciphertext conversion is encryption. Then ciphertext to plain text conversion. Ciphertext to plain text conversion is a decryption. Ciphertext to plain text conversion is called decryption. Plain text to ciphertext conversion is encryption. Ciphertext to plain text conversion is decryption. Right. Please write down this part. Actually, Caesar story, just remember, they no need to write down that, but how Caesar came to the monoalphabetic means one alphabetic character is replaced by some other alphabetic character. Not the same method, but there are different methods of doing that. Maybe H can be replaced by K, E can be replaced by P, something. Replacing one character from some other character. Somehow. Let me know once you are done. There are other ways of doing this, right? There are other ways of doing this. Actually, these methods are like, this kind of primary method, anyone can understand that. So even Caesar had to face same situation, because even after some time, surely the war secrets will be revealed. No, anyways, they are trying to find what is there. So maybe they can catch a soldier and try to read the message. Likewise, this algorithm will be revealed. That is the challenge of security in today's world. Also, the problems are these hackers are not like initially. So getting message. Initially, they are getting message. Then let's say encryption is done. But hackers are interested in knowing algorithms. They will try to decrypt. They will try to decrypt and read the message. That is the next challenge. So you need to make this extremely difficult to read. So that is the security person's job. But the other hand, even though it is extremely difficult to read the message, so it should be easy to apply, convert and deconvert. Otherwise, it will take like a lot of time to read the message and convert the message. That should also be avoided. These are some things. It should be within minimum time. but maximum complexity within minimum time. So these are the challenges. There are different encryption methods now, but these methods are very primary, actually not even used. We cannot use these. These are very really kind of primary methods. This monoalphabetic one, but still, so we can use that in interesting way. So let's do that programming today. But before that, let me tell the other method also. The next method is actually shuffling or just putting the characters here and there. So we can, so what is a better word? We can, yeah, we can call displacement or, yeah, shuffling. So shuffling, is it a correct word? Yeah, can be. Okay, let's say disposition. Disposition is better word, I think. Disposition, change in the position. Disposition. Disposition of letters, of characters. So this is another example. So this is the first example, example 1, and example 2 is disposition of characters. That is another way of encrypting. Means you can change the position. You can change the position of letters. Okay, let's say there is a message like this: hello, hello. Can I call you tonight? Can I call you tonight? Okay, this is a message. This is my plain text. This is my plain text. And I will write it character 5 by 5, right? HELLO. Then there is a space. I will keep that space. Here, space. Hello. Can space I space call you L space YOU space tonight TONIGHT. Okay, what I have done, I hope you understood the method, right? I was writing it downwards, right? Hello, can I call you tonight? Did you understand? Hello? Another?
Yeah, I understood.
Okay. Then after doing that, I will write this in as a single line. That means the second line I will take it up. Third line I will take it up. Fourth line I'm taking it up. Fifth line I'm taking. Okay, can you read this message?
No.
It is. Now you can see it is. So this is really difficult because the letters are shuffled. Letters are placed here and there. So this is your type. That is a bit difficult to read now. But still there are ways of getting, hackers are ready to unshuffle the message and read it. The passwords like thing can be secured this way, but the thing is hackers are capable of unshuffling and maybe like removing the disposition, finding the algorithm and getting that back. Actually, therefore, some people are using both together. Substitution. This is actually called the monoalphabetic Caesar cipher. The technology is called example on let me add small here, substitution, right? The word. Substitution means basically replacing characters. Disposition means changing the character position. Substitution is replacing. Disposition is position changing. But the thing is, what you can do, you can use both together. Substituted and disposition. Then, or disposition and substitute. Then it will be again difficult, right? More difficult. Both used together. Okay. So there is another one. I'll tell you next day, right? There's another one. So that is key based. Example 3 is key based algorithms. So that is also there. I will explain that next day. But for today, let's try to implement the substitution over this monoalphabetic Caesar cipher or substitution method. So that can be implemented using the two functions that we have learned. I hope you have written down this, right? If not, please write quickly. How can we implement this challenge? So let's take a new file. I'll guide you and I'll give you some time to try. Then I'll explain, right? So as usual, we are doing that practicing part. First of all, you can obtain the plain text from the user. That can be done. Let's say PT is the plain text input. You can say enter a message. And this message can be read character by character. You already know the method. If you are using a loop, you can read this character by character. How we can say for scene PT, then for scene PT, what you can do is you can just print it. Let's say print in C, and with printing the character ending with space. So that is basically printing this character by character. This is very simple method we have already used in strings and string handling, as well as we have used this in list handling. Let's say okay, let's run it, and the result is here. Enter a message. It's giving me a chance to type that. Let's say my message is my message. Okay, you can see it's printing character by character. That is done. So similarly, you can get the character value if you put ORD of this, and it will return the character value, right? So now you're getting the values. My message. You can see the character values will be displayed. Okay, now the challenge. So how can we encrypt? So can you do the first method? Example 1. Just try and show me. It's very easy. Example 1. Two functions are there, ORD and CHR. That is, those are the functions that you're going to use. Okay, can you increase the character value by 1? Because here you are getting the value now. When you can you run the code? Just run the code.
Yeah.
Okay, you are getting the like when you type a message, something hello or something. Okay. Okay, you are getting the character values. Can you increment this by 1? Just 104. I need to be make it 105, 101, 102. So just add 1, right? ORD C plus 1.
I've tried that, but
no, not
if
inside. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. You can't convert like that. Why? The ORD C will convert character. After that only you have to add 1 after the brackets. ORD
okay,
C,
so
yeah. Yes. Otherwise,
okay.
Okay,
That it won't work with my string. It says it only works with string and not integer.
Yes. Because like C is only applicable for string.
That's why I was.
After converting, it will become integer. After converting, it will become integer. Then after that, you can do anything with the integer number. Okay, now you have incremented character. Can you convert that back to the character? How to convert a number to character? Method is CHR, right? Now, so after getting the number, you can convert that to a character. CHR. Use CHR. In front of ORD.
Yeah.
In front of ORD. Yes. Here you can use CHR. Open the bracket.
So
Yeah, CHR.
yeah, so
Then open the bracket, and after 1, you have to close the bracket. No, not there. You have to convert only the ORD C+1. That part you need to convert. Yeah, you have to close the bracket there. Yes, that is the number. The number part you can convert to back to the character. And this is encryption. So it's very simple. That is why I said only one line modification. So just run it.
All right.
Okay, so then when message is given, so it's basically okay. The space you can remove. Then after that, end with space. You can remove the space. No, just remove the space. No, only the space. And equal, just quotation. Okay, that's it. Otherwise, like there is a middle space. You can type even a long message. You can type. So even when you type a long message, you can type. So that also the conversion will happen. No, it's okay. Doesn't matter. Type it. So it's identified as a keyword, but it won't affect. Right. Okay, you can see example. This is what the encryption is. Actually, if you have monitored here itself, can you see the Zoom link? Zoom link here. Let me show. Here, yes, that one. So basically, here in the address bar. So this here. So this search Q equal monoalphabetic Caesar cipher. Then you can see here. This is kind of such text, right? You cannot read that, but that is encrypted. Can you see?
Yeah.
Right. So there are encrypted messages sent. So when you can see, you can see a padlock also. Here there is a padlock. So that says when you click on the padlock, it says HTTPS Hypertext Transfer Protocol secure version that has encryption. Okay, when I access a website without that, let's say HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol / www.nie.lk. So this is, you can see a problem mark, not secure. So why it is saying not secure? Because it is not applying encryption. It is not that this site is untrustworthy. This is a government website from Sri Lanka. It doesn't indicate that this site is untrustful. This site cannot be trusted. So that is not the case, but it is not using HTTPS encryption. It is not using encryption. But let's go to MIEEE, Ministry of Education. You can see it is HTTPS when you go there. So the padlock appears. Here padlock appears. Padlock, meaning of padlock is we are using HTTPS. Here we are using HTTPS means we are using encryption. That particular site is using encryption. Some sites are using encryption, some are not using encryption. That is their choice. If they think the information presented is like whatever the information presented need not to be handled securely, so they can keep it with HTTP. But to make it HTTPS, you have to pay some extra amount, right? In order to make it HTTPS, you have to pay some extra amount buy this security feature encryption that is provided by the web hosting company. Okay, maybe if you have logins and all, let me see information. Do we have any login there? No such logins. Username, passwords, online. Here login is there, right? So I think for this one, they must use the other one, like it's unsecure otherwise. It's not supporting SQL injection, fortunately. This is a BLSQL, blind SQL. So don't need to worry about that. Okay, so here also you can see this is encrypted, right? This MN equal, this is a meeting. Basically, when you are accessing Zoom, the links, these are encrypted. That is why you are getting different set of characters like keys and all. Some of these are encrypted. Okay, not everything, but some. Anyway, HTTPS use encryption. So let's go back and see how can we decrypt. Encryption can be done by CHR, the ORD one with a number and end with blank. So I'm getting enter a message. Let's see, run this and I'm typing my name and I'm getting converted name, right? So Dasun, Nilanjana. This is my encrypted name. This is my encrypted name, but this is only encrypted in one character. This can be vary. Let's add 3,000 characters. It will encrypt, right? Because so this encryption method, actually this ORD and CHR use character encoding system called Unicode. The character encoding means the characters and values. So this character ASCII is one thing, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. ASCII is one thing, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Here in this chart, can you see each character gets a value? So let me load it here. Each character get a value. Here character A, what is the value of character A? Can you see? Let me zoom that. What is the value of character A here? Minaga. Character A value is 65, right?
Yes.
Character B is 66. Character simple A is 97. Understood?
Yeah.
This is ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. ASCII is one way of converting. So if you check these things, you can, okay, let's try. Let's say you can see some characters are coming because I have added 3,000 there. So I don't know these are, what are the language, what is the language, I don't know. Okay, let's say CHR 65, you can get a letter A, similar to this chart here. CHR 65, a letter A. Let's say CHR 117, it is letter simple U. CHR 117, letter simple U, you can see. It is ASCII, right? So shall I send you the chart? So this is extra thing. This is in basic ICT, not in programming, but this is coming in basic ICT, right? You can just go through that later. And what is character asterisk? It is 42, right? Yeah. 42 is?
Yeah.
42 is asterisk.
43.
Yeah, you can use a loop. You can use a loop like this for, let's say for K in range. So what is the maximum? Maximum here in this chart is 127. That is delete character. Character delete is 127. So you can say 128 there because starting from 0, no, 128. What you can do? You can say print CHR, the print CHR, the K, character K, and end with space. When you run this code, it will print all the ASCII letters. You can see. These are the ASCII letters. But some are not printed. Why? The delete character, you can't print it, right? You can't print null character. You can't print these characters. Bell character, you can't print. Tab character, you can. Tab character of course can, but these are, where's the numbers? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are they here? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comes here. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you can print the characters like this. All the characters related to ASCII. But ASCII is limited. ASCII can only represent English characters. It has only 128 characters. That is not enough to represent all the characters. Therefore, we can use higher range So basically Unicode has higher range. Unicode 16 has 65,000 characters, 65,536 characters. And that is another system. Now actually Unicode is used. This character system is basically Unicode has 65,000 characters. So if you go to Wikipedia and see, then you can see it's supporting the technology supporting here, the history, everything is there. Different versions here. So you can see this is, so these are the things that, so how many characters can be represented. So different versions. So now actually it can go up to like more than 65,000 characters can be represented in Unicode or UTF-16. Yes, Unicode 16-bit. If you say, if you check for table, this is the Unicode 16-bit table. This is another mechanism of representing characters. You can see the characters ranging from going like this. So these are the hexadecimal values of the character. So it has 65,000 characters closer. Let's see. Okay, it's really big. Really big, I guess. Can we read? Oh my God. This is the image. Can I zoom? Okay, this is the image. So can you see? Okay, these are the available character. Even you can see the single letters are there here. This is like 3,000 range. So it's a big character range. You can get this printed by writing a loop. So if you want to try to print. So anyway, the first part of Unicode is also ASCII, right? That you need to remember. The first part of Unicode is similar to ASCII. Here A, B, C, D, E, F, this A, B, C, D, that has 65, 66 same values, right? First part of Unicode is similar to ASCII. That is for the convenience. So what is character encoding? Every character has a number. Right? Every character has a relevant number. That is character encoding. This is a different lesson. So I know that you might confuse because this is not a programming lesson. This is coming under the fundamentals of ICT. Maybe you have learned this in your school. Sometimes, not sure. Right, let's increase this to, let's say 3,000. Okay, let's start from 3,000 and go up to 3,500. Let's start from 3,200 to 3,500. So some higher range. You can see these are the characters you are getting. I can't read it, unfortunately, but you can see this is what you are getting. Now some Tamil characters are there. So after Tamil, I think the single characters are there. But it will take some time because a lot of Tamil characters are there, right? It will slow down because it is mainly memory consuming operation. Okay, let me cancel it. Control C to cancel. And I'm trying from 3,350 and above. Okay, these are Tamil characters. Here you can see. Can you see? Yeah, the single characters also appear. Okay, these are the things you can just practice these and find difference. So if you want a Chinese conversion, Chinese encoding, you can try for the Chinese letters. If you like this some other encode like this 3,400, let's see what is the encoding method where you are getting. Like when you write this name, I'm adding 3,400. Let's write my name there. This is what I'm getting, right? Okay, so that is the thing, right? Anyway, now you know what encryption is. So what you need to try is decryption. So that is simple. Again, you can ask the plain text, ciphertext. So how decryption happen? You can tell it. Ciphertext CT. For C in CT, what do you need to do? Minus. That right? This minus. Can you hear me? Hello? Inagar, I think you are muted. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, my call dropped.
Oh. So that decryption, can you understand? Decryption, you have to do the reverse, right? From the character, right? You have to, if you add 3400 to the character, then subtract in 3400 and convert it back to, yes, you have to get the character, subtract the value, convert back to the character. Understood?
Yeah.
That is the decryption. Okay, let's try this encryption, decryption both now. First enter message, I'm entering my name and I'm getting encrypted message, and it's asking that again, enter a message, I'm copying and pasting it here, and I copy paste here, I'm getting my name back. Okay, you can try, right? Try with any value, just try with any value. So it's getting that. Okay, homework for tomorrow. Now you are okay with this. Now I need you to try the second method that we have learned. I know it's a bit challenging, but I would like to give you more time to practice. So try the disposition method. As a homework, try the disposition method. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to stop from here for today. All right, let's see you next day. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.